Unstuckers! Welcome to Cash Friday. I'm Cel, that's Josh.
Hi.
Excellent. And this week, if you missed it, we chatted about just being you. The importance of just being you. How to just be you. Why to just be you. All of the things about being you. So go back and listen to Wednesday's episode if you haven't done so already. But what up, Josh? Happy Friday.
Happy National, for those of you in the States, happy National Wiggle Your Toes Day.
Legit though?
Legit. It is National Wiggle Your Toes Day today, August 6th, Friday. So get out there, wiggle some toes, people.
I'm celebrating. Wait, is it wiggle your own toes or wiggle other people's toes?
You know, it's not very specific, so you do you. You do you, boo boo kitten.
I don't like other people's feet.
But you do have a dog.
Yeah, okay, got it. So wiggle any animal's toes.
Any toes are fair game.
Excellent.
Penny, come here.
Luna.
No, she didn't want to. She already knows what we're up to. She's like, when you speak in that I'm bullshitting tone, I don't want to come. I'm going to continue to sleep. How are you, Cel?
I'm doing well. I'm doing well. I remembered this week that sleep is really important, so a couple of nights I got like 10 hours and I was freaking killing it work
Ooh.
wise. And then Tuesday came and my mastermind came and I was up till midnight and shit hit the fan. So,
So without talking about it, we both coordinated on reevaluating sleep this week. I also was like, I need to start getting up earlier so that I'm tired enough to go to bed at a reasonable hour. And I reset the whole thing.
Good shit. Good shit.
Yeah, good
so
shit.
that's how you're doing? So you're awake?
I'm awake. It's
Oh,
great.
that's good. Excellent.
Yeah, I'm still struggling with the whole day awakeness thing as my body readjusts to the hour or two shift back. But I'm
For
doing
sure.
my own daylight savings time this week, but it's working out better.
It's Josh daylight savings. You're on what's it called? On Arizona's time zone.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, they
Yeah.
don't do daylight savings, so I'm always confused as to if they're in our time zone or not.
That's fair.
I don't know.
6 months out of the year they are. 6 months out of the year they are
But
not.
which 6 months? Who knows? Who cares?
And on a lighter note, did you get your shit done or what?
Oh, that is a lighter note. I did. Therefore, you will not be donating my money to the American Nazi Party. Therefore, suck it, Nazis. That's right. I said it again. Chell, did you get your shit done?
I did get my shit done. Did you say what
Oh,
you
I
got
didn't say
done?
what it was. I'm sorry. Yeah, I don't know. I was just so excited to say suck it, Nazis. I had no idea. My goals were to do about a third of my laundry list for offsite SEO for JBit, which I will explain more about later, but I did it. Okay, now,
Excellent.
did you get your shit done?
I did get my shit
So
done.
I will
Thank you for
not be
asking.
donating your money to the National Riffle Association.
No, you will not. Yeah.
Suck
Sorry,
it, riffle
riffle
enthusiasts.
Excellent. So my goals were to cross promote and find mamas to cross promote with.
Mhm,
I did.
mhm.
I had some. I'll talk to you about that momentarily.
Okay.
Figure out what my drunk goals were and do them. I did
Ooh,
that.
that's exciting. I want to hear about that.
Oh my god. Okay, cool. And then to follow up with moms who took the course
Mm,
/ didn't leave testimonials. So it's fine. We're going to talk about all of that in a deeper dive momentarily. But Josh,
okay.
you first. Without further ado, 10 minutes, 2 seconds on the clock. Go ahead.
All right. So as I mentioned, I did my offsite SEO stuff. I found a service. I mean, there's a million services out there, but I found a service that I'm trying. I'll tell you the name of it once I form an opinion of it later. I don't want to just throw the name out and then you go try it, then you blame me if it sucks.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna try it. I'll tell you later. But it's a cool service that does all in one platform. I can do all of my site listings, like what the name of the company is in the exact format I want it to appear, and the phone number and the address and the hours and stuff. Like, you know how you go to Google and Bing and da 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 and Yelp and then all these other countless websites that no one's ever heard of, quite
Yeah.
frankly, but that also list your business. This is a way to get it all out there looking the same, because if it looks the same, it ranks well in Google. Because then
So it's
Google
a
can
subscription
easily,
that you pay for that's in their like bundle.
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
So for me, I'm just paying for it. But if I was doing this for a client, it would be I would be buying the software and using it as part of their bundle.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's great because then Google can really just see, oh, this is definitely the exact same company because all the formatting is exactly the same. It's not like J dash bit text somewhere and J space bit text somewhere else, you
Yeah.
know. And so that's helpful. They also do reputation management in terms of they get Facebook and Google reviews in one place for me. I did not
Ooh.
pay. I would for a paying client, but for myself, I did not pay for the upgraded option where I can respond to those reviews on this site.
Yeah.
Because honestly, that was pretty much the only upgrade, and it was an extra $50 a month. And I was like, I can go to
What? No.
Facebook and Google myself,
Yeah.
but having them seen in one place so that I go, oh look, I got to go respond to that is killer. So
Yeah.
so yeah, so that software did a big chunk of stuff for me, which was fantastic. And then just setting up some other accounts here and there for tracking keywords and rankings and whatnot. So yeah, it was. I'm so glad I made the goal of only doing a third of the list, because this part of the list, especially, I'm very new to. This is the part I've outsourced.
Yeah.
So everything took longer because I had to understand and research and da da da. And it wasn't just like, okay, go here, do this because I know it, like the other tasks were.
Yeah.
So that was good. So that will continue. Oh, I also ordered a press release and distribution, or press release distribution, from a third party site that releases press releases that says, I mean, it's a little old news now, but who knows that really? That I've got a brand new website with a brand new logo and da 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 da, and we help you. That's like the press release, but all it does is
Yeah.
generate links out there and brings them back
Nice.
to me, which Google likes. So I ordered that. That should be back, or not necessarily back to me. That should be distributed in about 2 weeks. So that's good to
Oh
know.
wow.
So starting to use those services, because like I'm not gonna personally make a huge list of people to distribute a press release to when I can just pay $100 to a service for having that
Yeah.
done. So it's very good. Um, what else did I do this week? I did my first cold outreach. This is what I need your feedback on.
Okay.
Maybe I should have sent you the video first. But what I did, I was driving around last Friday, and there was a giant trailer in front of me that was really slow and really annoying. And it was a 1 lane road. And I was like, it's like the end of Friday. And of course, this guy's going everywhere I'm going. But I had ample time to read his trailer. And he had the mobile video game party trailer.
What?
Yeah, it was like, it's really cool. I was just annoyed driving, but um, but I was like, that's such a cool business model. I wonder if that's working for him. And by the looks of it, it must be, because his graphics and stuff are a little bit dated, like just in
Yeah.
terms of video game technology. I know that's a few generations ago in video game terms. So I was like,
Mhm.
well, if he's still doing this, then this must be working for him.
Yeah.
And so I looked up his website, and quite honestly, it was one of the worst websites I've been to in a long, long time.
Oh no.
um, it was it was just a mess. But he said what he did, kind of. I mean, it was buried. He said what he did. He had pictures of happy people enjoying the video game thing. He had a scheduling app on there, to go schedule him. But his homepage did have a like book here link button that was clearly
Yeah.
just a screen capture of a button that somebody Googled, and it
Oh god.
and it didn't actually do anything. It was not a
Oh
clickable
no.
link. So it's just kind of a mess. But I could tell that he's been doing this for a while, and it's been good. Like, he continues to do it, and he's got good reviews. I looked him up on Facebook and Google. I was like, all right, he's doing something. So I decided to just send him, like we talked about before, a video proposal or a video website audit, right?
Okay.
So basically, what I did was I found him on Facebook. So I decided Facebook Messenger, because email gets crowded, and who wants to really click a link in an email from someone
Yeah.
you don't know? But on Facebook Messenger, you get the preview of like, this is the video this guy's sending you. Um, and so I sent it in Facebook Messenger and basically said, "Hey, I'm Josh. I was following you today." So I saw your trailer. I was the little computer emergency car. I'm not sure if you saw me, but anyway, I just saw you and thought it was the coolest thing. Um, and so I both like said, hey, by doing that, I said like, "Hey, I'm local. I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm here in Albuquerque." And I complimented that I thought his business looked cool. Um, and then I just said, I looked you up and wanted to let you know, like, I do websites and stuff, and I thought I'd just give you some free advice for what's fixed on your website. You do not have to hire me to do this advice. You can just take this run with it. Of course, if you need any help, I'm here for you. But I just want to see you succeed. So here's the advice I have for you. And I just went through
Yeah.
the basics, like make sure the headline says exactly what you do. Like it kind of said what he did, but it wasn't super clear. Um,
Yeah.
he had some good pictures, but they were in a carousel moving too quickly. So it's like,
Mm.
get one picture up here and then put the gallery below. Make sure this link is clickable. I just went through, like, to me, what are the basics that, as long
Mm-hmm.
as he's got access to the website, either through his own web developer or himself doing it, probably more himself doing it, he can just do and see if it
Yeah.
works. Um, so I went through all of that and I said, if you think you can handle more parties and stuff, and you need help with this website, I can optimize your website. I can optimize it for search engines, and I can make sure you get more calls. But if you don't need that, I invite you to just try those suggestions and see if you get more calls based on that. And I
Cool.
left it at that. I mean, here's my contact information, and left it at that. And then in the messenger after the video, I said, by the way, how long have you been in business for? To try and continue the conversation.
Yeah.
So it's not just like you don't have to not talk to me because you're not using my services, kind of a
Yeah.
conversation. Um, and he saw it. So I did this on like Friday night, like at 5 or 6 o'clock. I got home and I was like, I better just do this. And so I sent him a Loom video with that. And within half an hour, he saw it. And then, like, Messenger, nice thing about Messenger is it says this person saw the thing. And
Yeah.
then the nice thing about Loom is I got an email that said somebody watched your video, and I only sent that link to one person.
Oh, cool.
So it's nice. I know he saw it, but I got no replies. Now,
Hmm.
granted, one video sent, zero replies. You got to send probably 10 or 20 to get one reply.
Yeah.
But so I'm not concerned with the lack of reply. I know I need more quantity to start seeing what kind of results I get. But based on
Yeah.
everything I just told you, does any of that, do you have any suggestions before I start doing this a lot for how to improve said pitching
How
blindly?
how long did the video take you to make?
It took, the video itself is under 5 minutes. I think I researched for 10 minutes before that. So let's say 15 minutes altogether with
Okay,
messaging.
that's not that bad.
Yeah.
I mean, for potential like continuing customer ROI,
Yeah. Yeah.
that's pretty good.
I mean, if I,
Um,
if I spend, 150 minutes a week on it and get 10 out and I get one client out of that every week, I will be crushing it.
yeah,
Like, so
yeah,
it's doable. But it's just an if
okay,
if I get that.
yeah. I think that that's really good. Um, Maybe follow up, have like a follow up plan, like
Yeah.
in 7 days, in 10 days, just be like, hey, like, did you catch that video? Do you have any questions? I'm totally here to be a resource for you, or something like that.
Yeah, I was thinking follow up wise. Oh, I hear that timer. That was loud.
So aggressive.
I was thinking follow up wise, giving them maybe a week, maybe even 2 weeks, just to see if anything changes on their website, because I can see
Yeah.
if they use my advice.
Ooh, I like that. Yeah.
You know, because
And
it
then compliment, be like, hey, love the changes you made.
exactly. If they did it, I
Yes.
go, hey, love the changes you made, and then I'll follow up with them in like a month or two and go, hey, just curious, have you seen an uptick in business since you made those changes?
Yeah.
Um,
Sounds like you need a spreadsheet.
I need a spreadsheet. I need a tracking system. Well, I I've been doing a lot of my tracking in Trello lately. It's been working
Okay.
out really nice. So I need a Trello board. But yes, that's what I need, a follow-up Trello board, so that if they take the advice, I do X, Y, and Z. If they don't take the advice and don't respond, I just follow up. And if they contact me, then they're off the follow-up board.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Anything else before we switch to you?
No, I think I think that's a dude. That was bold to just be like, yeah, I'm following this truck. We're fucking reach out to them. Yeah, hell yeah, dude.
Why
Keep
not?
doing it.
Why not? Yeah.
Stuck in traffic? Keep doing it.
That's right. That's right. Um, yeah. So I think that'll be kind of like you're doing a reel a day for 30 days experiment. I think I'm going to have to do a boatload of those and see what happens.
Yeah. Try and make the stories as personalized as possible because I feel like in that instance in particular, like you were actually behind him,
Right.
and like that's something you might actually be interested in. So it may not happen for every business that you're working with, but if you can bring it as close to home as possible, it's going to make it more fun for you and you're actually going to have a genuine connection with them.
Yeah, totally. Worst come to worst, maybe I invite some people to BNI meetings.
Yeah.
One way or another, networking's going to be useful some way or not if I can get them to respond. So,
Yeah. I don't know if the BNI group you're in is keen on video gaming though. TBH.
I mean, maybe not him in particular, but a lot of businesses. All right, let me get the timer going. 10 minutes and 2 seconds on the clock. Go.
Let's start with goals from last week. So the cross promotion aspect of things went really well. I reached out to like 7 or 8 mom related businesses that I've worked with, been on their podcasts with, or like done some type of cross promotion with in the past, and got ghosted by a good number of them. So that was fun.
Ugh.
Great to see that that relationship is still there. Quality. Um, yeah, guys, we've said it a lot. Podcasters are flaky.
What?
It is what it is.
No.
Yeah. 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 So I have a couple of them reaching out for me, just kind of getting that information out there to their audiences, whether it be on Facebook, Instagram, or their email list. And a couple of them have gotten back and been like, yeah, this is great content. I'm super excited to share it with X, Y, and Z. And then I also let them know that my launch is going to be at the end of August. However, I've moved that back a little bit just to give myself a little cushion room. Um, and I think that that's actually a good thing because then that gives me a little bit of time to not only focus on those outlets, but I was my approach with this was going to be doing market research and selling through like those market research calls.
Hmm.
But I spoke to my business coach today and she was like, you know what? It's not really worth your time doing that for a $250 program. I was like, you know what? You're right. That's fair. So my approach with this is going to be getting in front of as many people who already follow me as possible. Just continuing those conversations with my current followers rather than trying to extend my outreach. Because one, I've tried that this week and just asking for market research calls, I've gotten back, I'm really busy. Like, I'm a busy mom. Like, I can't, like, I don't have time for that.
Hmm.
Or ghosting again. I don't think that the busy mom market wants people in their direct messages, to be 100% honest.
Mm-hmm.
So seemingly, they need to be the ones to initiate it if they want it, meaning that I need to be more compelling in both my posts, my reels, and my stories.
Right.
So that's kind of what that boils down to.
That
What
makes
are your
sense.
thoughts? Right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like they don't want me in their DMs.
I mean, I know it's a strategy that works, for certain people or certain whatevers, but me personally, I don't either. Like anyone who
Yeah.
just DMs me and I don't know them, it's like, I don't care, man. Like you don't
Yeah.
know, and I think that's like I'm kind of doing the same thing right now with mine, right? And I'm like I'm trying to be more personable with it, which I know you've been trying. But if you're finding your market doesn't respond to that at
They
all,
don't dig it.
then yeah, it's got to be what can you do to entice them to start a conversation?
Yeah. So I think that that's really what it breaks down to. And for me, that just means like kind of low-key stalking their profiles and being like, hey, like that looks awesome, hope you had an awesome weekend, things like that.
Mm-hmm.
And trying to make my story pop up on their feed, right? Like that's kind of the
Right.
goal, so that they can see my story and I can kind of sell in the story rather than selling to them in DMs. So that's really the strategy over the next like 3 to 4 weeks. Um,
And
building up to Go ahead.
use their language. As long as you're
Yes.
stalking their profiles, just like
Yeah.
that's how they put that. I'm going to use that exact phrase.
Yeah, definitely. Um, I also had like a 1 hour quick session. It was like a master class with the human design coach that I worked with back in June,
Uh-huh.
and she like shared tactics with like selling with human design.
Uh-huh.
Whew, dude, I couldn't take notes fast enough.
Mind
It was
blown.
great information. Um, yeah, so that's like the cross promotion slash Instagram tactic that I'm taking over the next couple of weeks, in conjunction with leading into a masterclass that I think I'm going to charge for, even if it's like, I don't know, $7 to $9. Getting the monetary investment from them initially, I think, is going to make for more engaged people leading into the other, like leading into the class and then leading into prospective buyers. So this is where my brainstorming sesh comes in. The course is semi-created at this point. I do have to add some stuff to it, as I mentioned last week. Maybe I didn't. I got feedback from the moms in the course this week. Um, Honestly, out of the 6 people I gave it to, one fully finished, one half finished, and I don't know where the fuck the other 4 went. So beyond frustrating. But I
Yeah.
did follow up with them. They just ghosted me, which is fine. It's just frustrating.
Mm-hmm.
Um, like say no if you can't do it, if you don't have time. It's fine.
Right.
I'm saying that to all of you unstuckers out there. If you don't have time for something and someone asks you to do something, just say no. It's fine.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I took that information and I'm going to add in some more videos over the next couple of weeks before I formally launch this. But killing it in the kitchen, the goal of it is to teach people something that they don't know, right? Like people are either scared of cooking or overwhelmed in the kitchen, or they just don't know like the skills that they need to like make the juiciest chicken or make the fluffiest rice. Like yeah, they may make chicken at home but it's dry and it tastes like a fucking hockey puck, or they may burn their rice every time they make it, or it's super watery because they don't know the right ratio. So a master class leading into that without giving too much away is kind of the goal. So maybe a quick brainstorm on masterclass topics to lead into that. My business coach gave me some really good advice today. It was, I have a picture of it. So your offer, right? So the offer is killing it in the kitchen to like help you level up your cooking skills. I need a maybe a better like pitch using like busy mom's wording there. Um, then a naming for the masterclass based off of the offer, and then a tagline for the masterclass. That's my goal for her. Like that's my homework from her this
Mm-hmm.
week, is to kind of get those 3 components down. So maybe just a quick brainstorm. I was thinking doing a grocery store and like pantry staple masterclass. I don't know if I can talk for an hour about groceries, to be completely honest, and like maybe like groceries and meal planning, and then that leading into the course where you're learning how to cook each of those individual components and make them flavorful.
Mm-hmm.
What are your thoughts?
Yeah. Yep. I like that. Um, Also, so the thing that I didn't realize at the time when I worked with you that I know now is maybe the most impact you had on my life is my spice rack went from salt and pepper and some other things I didn't really know what they were, but they were there because they came to me over the years, to just this whole freaking rack. And like literally the other day I made something and it came out pretty bland and I was like, no, this isn't good enough. And I went to the spice rack and I just like, no salt, no pepper, just like other things. I was like, and I came back like, that is amazing. Um, so the point of saying that is like having a how to use spices, like so you're afraid of your spice rack kind of a master class could be really
Okay.
useful. I'm not a busy mom, but I am someone who was afraid of my spice rack. um, and
Yeah.
or like or is salt your only spice kind of a thing. Downside is while you were teaching me, it was like, okay, cool. But after I used it, I was like, oh my God. So you might not, it might not be the best idea in terms of your audience of one here reporting back to you that, like if I was on an online masterclass with you about spices, I might feel like I learned a thing or two, but I wouldn't experience transformation until later.
Yeah.
But I think I would experience transformation. So it's like, if you've got nothing else that sounds like people are going to have that light click on, then that might be the way to go. But if ideally, if you can have them experience that transformation on the call, which is harder to do with food, so maybe it's
It
impossible. I
is.
don't know, but if you can, that's a better idea.
Smell-o-vision, man. Friggin' Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, god damn it, invent smell-o-vision.
Yeah, let's do it. Yeah, yeah,
I think that those are in the right direction because it needs to like funnel into the course and like make them want to buy the course,
yeah.
you know? And I think that those are super catchy names. Like, are you afraid of your spice rack? Fuck yeah, dude. I would stop. So the other like terminology my business coach mentioned is stop the scroll. You need something that's going to stop the scroll.
Yeah, that's a good one. That'll stop the scroll.
That's what I think.
Al-
All right, dude. I'll noodle those around.
Also on spices, the nice thing about spices, but think about it in other ideas, is it's pretty simple. Well, there's your time. It's pretty simple to have someone during the master class actually just go to your spice rack real quick, either bring your computer there or bring some spices back, and
Yeah.
have them smell. And if you can be interactive, you can be like, "What spices do you have in front of you?
Yeah.
Try opening this one and smell them together." You know,
Yeah.
so they're not just like opening random things, but you can go, "Okay, this person only has 5 spices, and this is what they have." But you're the master, right? Like, oh, try these two together, smell them together.
Yeah.
Um, see how I did that? Now try that on something. I would try it on this or this or this. And if you can give them simple homework, like next time you go shopping, you're gonna get some salmon, and you're gonna make the salmon, and you're gonna try these spices that you already have on it, and see
Yeah.
if it improves. That way, they have transformation within a week. Plus, you made smell-o-vision basically if they just bring whatever they have.
Yeah. Ooh, okay. I like this. I'm gonna noodle this around a little bit this weekend. I am gonna be working this weekend, guys.
What?
Even if it's for like an hour or two a day, I
What?
have to catch up.
That's
I have to
fair.
catch up.
That's fair.
My lack of sleep this week has gotten to me.
That's fair. I mean, I worked 8:30 to 9 yesterday, and not in the good way.
Oh. Oh.
Yeah, yeah. Sometimes you just got to catch up.
Okay. Well, what are your goals, Josh? I
All right.
appreciate your insights.
All right. Here's some goals. Here's some goals. I'm going to make my follow-up sequence Trello board
Cool.
and brainstorm about how that's going to go. And I'm going to, yeah, I'm scared of this one, but I'm going to do it anyway. I'm going to reach out to no less than 5 businesses the way I did that video game truck by the next time I talk to you. Just means reach out. Doesn't mean they've responded or anything, but there will be 5 videos gone out.
Excellent. You got it, dude.
I hope so. What
I
about you?
mean,
What are your goals?
my goal is to get through module 4 of my online course, and that is like the sales part of it. So it's going to help me determine the structure that I need for this, but also the structure that I'm going to be using for my larger offer, which I'm 90% sure right now is going to be towards dietitians.
Yeah, makes sense.
Um, yeah. So let's stick with. All right, let's do module 4, 100% done by next week. And I want to brainstorm the videos that I need to add to the course.
Excellent. All right. Well, that's a wrap on Casual Fridays, huh?
Alrighty, guys. Well, this has been Casual Friday, brought to you by Celestina.
I love your
and
NPR
Josh.
voice. Sorry to ruin it, but man, you just when you sign out on Casual Fridays, full NPR mode.
I have the is he a trumpetist, a clarinetist? Dun, 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 dun,
Oh,
like going in my
saxophone.
head the whole time. Saxophonist.
Yes. One of those wind instruments.
One of the wind instruments, exactly.
Windy.
Alrighty, kids. Well, that was Cash Fry. And if you dug this episode, be sure to share it with your mom, your bestie, your frenemy, your neighbor, that weird dude who sits across from you at work, your bank teller, and even the mailman. Word of mouth is the best way to spread the words about this podcast. So be sure to shout it from the rooftop, your local mountain, or while you're skydiving. Let everyone know about the Unstuck Institute and Cash Fry. See you guys here next week on Cash Fry. We won't see you, you'll see us and or hear us. Bye.
Bye, Unstuckers.